All right, what is good, everybody? Welcome to the Spiritual War Room. We are going to look into the Idaho murders and Bryan Kohberger's trial. Trial date is set for June 2nd, 2025, but there was a change of venue hearing on August 29th. So the defense argued for that Bryan Kohberger wouldn't be able to get a fair and unbiased jury in that jurisdiction, so that's why they want to move it. So what we're going to look into whether or not a change of venue would even benefit Bryan Kohberger. Is it even possible for him to have an unbiased and fair jury, because this is such a highly publicized and talked about trial. Okay, the murders were very gruesome, brutal, and just downright wicked. So of course people want somebody to be held responsible for what happened, and that is Bryan Kohberger. So we're going to look into it. People already have very strong feelings about this. Is it even possible for him to have an unbiased and fair jury? Okay, guys, so after we look into that, we're going to look into a little bit more the energy surrounding what happened. We're going to look into what Bryan Kohberger is hiding. What does Bryan Kohberger know that he's not saying? And how is he connected to these murders, okay? And then we're going to look into whether or not any of either sides have any crazy surprises for us. We're going to look into that. Maybe not. I don't know yet. All right, guys, but before we jump into this, don't forget to show me some love. Like, share, subscribe. I always appreciate the love and support. All right, guys? So, would a change of venue actually benefit Bryan Kohberger? Is it even possible? Would a change of venue benefit him? I have a page of wands. Okay. Well, they might get news that they are going to allow the change of venue. But what they're not seeing is that even though they're going to get this change of venue, people are going to hide. The jury is not going to be potential jurors when they're questioning them during jury selection. They're going to hide that they know about these deaths. They're going to be like, oh no, I don't get on social media much, so much misinformation, that kind of stuff. But like, they really do. They want to be, in the spotlight. These are people who want to be in the spotlight. It's such a big case that they just kind of want to be able to say, hey, I was on the jury, I was, even people who even people who play a small part, they want to be seen as part of this bigger story, riding the coattails of a tragedy, which is really, really sick. So that's what it's saying. Even they might get their change of venue. It looks like it's saying if you really want to do things fair, then you will give him this chance to take it somewhere else. But they're not seeing that people are going to hide. People are going to hide that they just want to be part of the story. people think, yeah, a tragedy that happened to these four in their beds. They want to be part of the story. That's okay. So when they move, will the jury that they select, will they be fair and unbiased? No. These are people who know that if they can get on the jury, that they can cash out on what happened and, tell their story. I was part of this story. Who's going to pay me to tell my part, of this horrible tragedy that took place? It's going to be hard for the defense, for Bryan Kohberger's defense to find fair, unbiased jurors. It's gonna be hard. Wow, okay. There's gonna be way too many people that I don't know if they only get so many people that they can get out or get rid of. There's going to be more that they're going to want to get rid of than they're allowed. This process is going to take some time. This is going to take some time. Wow. This is probably going to be very difficult. This process is going to be very difficult for Bryan Kohberger's defense team. Okay. Man, yeah. A lot of liars, a lot of people who already made up their mind. Okay. What is Bryan Kohberger hiding? What is he hiding? Let's look into what is he hiding. What is he hiding? Two of Swords. Something he's pretending not to see is that there was someone he was connected to. There was some kind of argument, some kind of conflict that took place. Yeah, Tower. Okay, ooh. This is what they're hiding. So this is like, I'm getting swapping, okay, like Desperate Housewives. I'm getting Desperate Housewives. The end season, Mike and Susan, they got into this car accident. It was believed that Mike was the one driving, but it was really Susan that was driving. That didn't come out till later. And that they had swapped seats because Susan had been drinking. She was drunk. She didn't want to get in trouble. She killed, in this car accident, she killed a mother and her child. And so Mike took the fall for it, even though because he wasn't drunk. So I'm getting kind of something like that. Now, if someone else was responsible for what happened and he was an accomplice, he would have less forensic evidence to connect him, right? So if they don't have the evidence to directly connect him beyond all reasonable doubt, he can get away. But what he's not saying, what he's hiding, is that there's someone that he's connected to, that he's covering for. This one is the one who's responsible for this horrible death, these horrible deaths. Yeah, look. That's what I'm getting. What he's hiding. We'll see. What does he know? The Fool. So I'm getting this energy of trying to manipulate another person. He could have been playing with someone's emotions, or someone found out that he knows this. Okay, so I don't know who he knows this about. That someone was playing on someone's emotions, right? Someone caught feelings. This is a female caught feelings for someone else, okay? This could be a masculine. And this masculine was manipulating this feminine's emotions by making this person think that they could have been involved. They could have just been making this other feminine believe that this was something that was on their mind, that, oh, I'm looking over at this other person because they're so much more enticing. Like, my eye is on something new. He's looking this way at this new thing. This is the third party. You know, having someone's reality kind of become unstable. Okay. This is what he knows. This person is easily tamed and calmed down with material stuff, like you buy them jewelry or shoes or a bag or clothes, they're happy again. But they could have been also spending this money on another person. So why is this important? He knows this about who? Page of Pentacles. was trying to play like he was a big baller. I don't know. Like, how can he do that? Like, he's, you know, the car he drives, it doesn't give off. Not that they have to have super expensive things, but it doesn't give, his energy is very small. He wanted to seem like he was bigger than he was. He doesn't want, it goes back to what he's hiding. He doesn't want anyone to see this connection. Again, there he is. He wants to be seen as bigger than he is, but his energy is very small, immature. But he believes he's going to come out victorious because, again, they don't want anybody to see this connection because that's how they're going to try to get off. And if he's going to try to get off, like, you can't... The DNA doesn't connect me to what happened here directly because the DNA is going to connect this other person, but this other person they're not even looking at, and he wants to keep it that way. There was someone who was in competition with another feminine energy. This is somebody who's ruthless, cruel. Oh my God, we have the devil. This other person was seen as, they're very fortunate to have a loving family, and they come from a good, they come from a well-off family, and they're so beautiful, and everybody loves them. This person was very envious of this person. They took something very personally. So how is he connected to what happened in Moscow? Okay, he was probably driving around the neighborhood, slow, very slow, just making rounds, the chariot in his car. Then we have the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Someone was worried about what happened in these bedrooms before. This person's left holding the evidence. Take this evidence, go away. Take the evidence and dispose of the evidence. Could it have been this someone else's, not just him, whatever he had on him, but maybe other people who were involved? He could have been sleeping with someone and saying, no, I'm single, I'm not with anyone, I don't have any connection to these people. These two are connected by these four that were put down. lover calls him, hey, something bad happened. I don't know what to do. You're going to help me. But the star speaks of wish fulfillment. You know, I'm wishing to get out of this very tough situation that I found myself in. They call him, and he's like, well, I'm just a student. I'm just learning how to do this. Again, maybe he's helping someone. Like, I don't know how to do that. I'm barely learning myself. Something like that. What they discover? They discovered some secrets. Things that were left behind. Things that were left behind. Five of Pentacles is... I'm getting what was left behind in maybe garbage. And their, abandoned home. Abandoned apartment. Things that were left behind. So I'm getting like they could have been something about the trash. There was something that was discovered connected to these murders. Something that was... Oh my God. It's damaging. But there's a feminine energy here. Feminine energy, King of Cups. This Empress, the King of Cups. This is the person that he's refusing to acknowledge, to see. He's thinking, well, this is the person who's, responsible. I'm going to be able to go free because they don't really have anything connecting me directly to these murders. Things that were there can be explained away, but it gets a little bit tricky if they find out that I was romantically involved with someone who was, from that home. It connects me to these four. So that's how he's connected to the Moscow murders. It's the truth about this person, this partner, this lover, this sneaky link, whoever this person is. It's the truth about him. I don't know. We'll see. Will there be any surprises on the defense side or on the prosecution side? I don't know. I was going to look into it, but it won't really be a surprise if I blow it. So I'm just going to leave it there, guys. But I don't know. That's what I have for you guys. I hope you guys got something out of these readings. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.